Hi, it's a video review for this camera that I received. This is the box that it comes in. So I'm just going to show you everything that comes with it, and then I'll set it up and show you how it works. So here are the basic instructions. Tells you what is what on here. That's the quick install guide. And then a little bit more. There's the warranty card. And then I get in here. Oh, I can't get that out with one hand. Alright, so we have the Ethernet cord. We have plug-in. Very nicely packaged, by the way. There's a stand. We have hardware to mount it. And if I can get it out of here with one hand, let's see if I can. I should have grabbed my tripod, I guess. Should have at least had an assistant, I guess, today. Okay, that would have been much easier with two hands. But here is the actual camera. So we go ahead and set it all up. Okay, so here is the camera. I already showed you the packaging, and my husband's been playing around with this because he was the one who wanted it. So he's going to chime in if I forget anything. But for right now, we're going to plug it in, show you what happens. So you can see the light turn on there. So this is the power light. Brandon, what's this light? Do you know?
It's the wired network status light.
There you go. It's the wired network status light. So now what do we do?
Right now it's powering on and it's starting up. It's going to take a second, but when it does, you'll see the camera will start to move all over the place, which freaks you out a little bit because you think, oh man, what's making it run like that? It's almost like see how it's like.
So we're not doing anything right now. This is the camera doing its own.
It's like
weird,
looking all around.
Thing.
It's pretty much like it's kind of like a diagnostic thing, I would imagine. But it's almost like, whoa, why is it moving around? It's checking out my house, kind of a thing. It's kind of a little weird.
It's gonna rob us.
Yeah, you know, but. So you'll see the lights blinking. Right here is where the Wi-Fi, right now it says the Wi-Fi is not set up. And when I had to set this up, you have to plug in the Ethernet cord. But it also, to connect it to everything, there's when you do download the app from the App Store, which it tells you in the directions.
There's the direction.
To which place to go for which device, where to go, and the name of it to download it. And once you download it, it's actually pretty easy because when you open up the app, it will ask you to scan in the QR code that is right there on the bottom.
Which is convenient.
Which is very convenient so that it can pretty much sync everything to the app on your phone.
Now, when this is to Wi-Fi, does that...
It just came on.
I just saw it green. Yeah, it turned green for a second. Does that mean it was connected to Wi-Fi for a second? Which, I mean, we just updated our computer, so we're going to have to recheck everything. Yeah. But for now, at least you can see what it does when you first turn it on, and then we're going to cut away now and show you some shots taken from it, right?
Yeah, we'll show
like I'm
you.
Interviewing you.
I think I might have it might have not been plugged all the way. I think it restarted. That's why it's doing.
I gotcha.
But yeah, once it's set up and we have the app running and the actual browser version of it running, we can show you how that all works. And there's a lot of features you can set up with it, which is pretty nice. You can set up to be motion detector. You can set it up. There's actually a built-in speaker and intercom system built right into it.
Which is nice because we have the, what is it, the Ibaby monitor, and there's no intercom feature on that. So this is nice so that if we have this in our kids' room and they need something, we can talk back to them.
My only beef so far with this thing is that at least on the Ibaby monitor, see now it's saying it was blinking green, so that was saying that.
Yeah, I see it.
So this is a Wi-Fi connected now. But my beef with this is that you can't turn these off, which is kind of sucky. If you're trying to keep it kind of stealthy, you don't want to necessarily draw attention to the fact that this camera is blinking on and off all the time. Like I was thinking of setting this up in our window for the front yard, and I don't want that blinking in my window all night long either. So on the Ibaby monitor one, the other one we have, these you can deactivate so they're not actually blinking.
You know what fixes that? Electrical tape.
Electrical tape, yeah, I get it.
All right, so we're going to cut away now and then show you something shot with this.
You can see that this is the app on my iPhone, and then of course right there is the browser version in the background on the computer. So what you'll want to do is you want to get set up with an account, and right down there in the bottom you can see it says sign up. I've already done that, so I'm going to go ahead and sign in. And what you'll see is right in here, if you had more than one of these devices, because you can set up several devices. So you could have one in every room of your house, and you can manage them all from here. You'd be able to click on each one of them if they're in here. And like to do that, and what I was saying is to set up more devices, if you click this little plus sign right up in the corner, it comes up with this kind of a scan window where you can scan the QR code of this next device so that they'll all show up in there, which I've already done with the one that we are reviewing right now. So I'm just going to kind of pop out of there. So you'll see this is the one that we have set up, and I'm just going to, right down there in the corner, you'll see that it's green. It says it's active and it's working. And when we click on this, you'll also see, there it go, we have the IP camera going on right there. Okay, and then up here in this corner, there's a little green dot that tells you, you know, the internet connection you have. Now, when I was reading the directions and information on this, it is wireless, but they were saying to a degree, because the distance of this, I had it from my computer room all the way out to the front of my house, and the signal gets diminished, you know, because it's got to pass through walls and everything else. And
so that's about 20
Yeah,
feet.
so keep that in mind with this as far as like Wi-Fi, how far away it's going to be. You might lose connection the further away it is. But you can just scroll around just like that. And here, I'll zoom.
You can show me.
So up to Michelle
Hi.
here.
That's my hand.
So
that's me. How you doing?
Yeah. Okay. And so... and then up here in the corner, there's all kinds of different things you can do. You can take a snapshot right away, and then here's the other thing. So you can turn sound on.
Which is going to sound weird right now.
Yeah, so let's turn it up. So you can hear the sound through the device. And then you can also talk back.
Blah!
So watch. I'll go, hey, Michelle. And that was through the IP camera.
And I'll go, what, butthead?
Alright, so anyways, you can turn those on and off. So that was the intercom part of the system, which is nice. And then if you turn it sideways, you'll get a full screen view of it. Like that.
Howdy.
Okay. So like I said, it's got quite a bit of range. You can scroll all around. Like that. Here, so this is the browser version, and I'm already signed in, and you would have the same thing. You can label them however you want. So if you had more than one camera, they'd all show up here, and you can choose between them. So I'm just going to start this one up, and then there you go. You can turn off the sound and stuff like that. You have HD, normal, half, and small screen sizes that you can view it in. Right here you can turn off this. It's a good little camera. It'll do the job if you need to keep...
The picture's nice and clear on it.
Yeah, it's nice HD quality. I do like that it has the two-way sound and intercom system. That's a big plus. And... yeah,
that's pretty much it. So if you have any questions or questions, feel free to leave a comment. That's what I meant to say. And we'll try our best to help you out. And I think that's pretty much it. But we hope this was at least a little bit helpful. And good luck.